It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Pittsburgh's offense will get the first crack at it here. And this guy feels like a throwback. Back in the day, the running backs were always the stars. This guy fits that mold.
And he can do a lot of different things, too. He's not a one-trick pony. This guy can tote the rock. He can catch the ball. He can block. We might even see him throw the ball in this game. This is a jack-of-all trades.
They'll run this play from the pistol.
Green 20, fuck check. Reload.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And I think this offense was looking for a reason to ignite the home crowd, coming out on first down, throwing the football, but the defense was ready. Nice job getting to the quarterback, making a big sack on the first play of the game.
Pound 55 weak.
On second down, looking again to throw. Coming after it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Guys, this third and long is not exactly how they threw it up. Hopefully it's not an indication of what we'll see the rest of the game. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Pitt will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes a move. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Hokies offense will go to work for the first time. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. And I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Sometimes people say, "Hey, ready?" But if you're not careful, you might find out a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Ready,
Now
set.
they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10.
Slab. Base it. Ready, go.
Leaves it with the running back. And the defense snows it under after a very short game.
And offenses will continue to
Over.
just to keep that defense honest.
Yep, yep. Under.
They'll try the run. And he has a solid game before the defense bobbles him up.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options.
Ready, break.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first.
Check. Stand.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
This is an offense that really
On the ready.
sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Gringo. Lasso.
They go to the ground. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 29. Got 3 on first down, second and 7. Looking for a crease. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
Ready.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's third and long.
Ready.
Looking to throw. find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. What a disappointment. No good. That's the miss, guys. The score stays right where it is. Hey, Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Last time, David, it was a free kick.
Last drive, that 3 and out. Sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense off the field.
On the double.
Now facing a 2nd and 10 from the 28 after that last incompletion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Ready up.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on the radar. He found the football and flew down with
Picked off. Got room for the return. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Okay,
And
ready?
Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field.
Slide 22.
We talk about
29
settling for
Philly.
points, but
2-9
sometimes when you have to
Philly.
settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, especially as we get closer and closer games.
Got it.
Solid pickup on 1st down and 2nd and 6.
In blue. In blue. Razor. Razor.
Wide receiver shows motion. The receiver on the jet sweep. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And to stop the jet sweep, you've got to be great at containing. You have to have players in the perimeter of your defense funnel the football and force him to go back inside. That time, that defense was not allowing that receiver to get outside.
Ready, ready.
Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on 3rd down.
Ready.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Unloads to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure
Ready,
that
set.
route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the
Double
receiver
right.
decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
And he runs it all the way down to the 3-yard line before he's finally knocked down. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd.
Okay.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end
Fire.
zone.
Basic.
The give to the back. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gets it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They are in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
The field's about 53 yards wide. You got to kick it between those sidelines, or else you draw
Ready,
the flag.
break.
On 1st down, here comes this offense.
Down. Alert, alert. Ready.
He leaves it with the back. They'll get him stopped at the
haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
He's there to make the stop.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it.
And wings it incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his target down the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And those sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down.
Now they'll run the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Up to the 38-yard line.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans are going crazy. But those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game. Wow, so you get tired and get worn down.
And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. And the Hokies will line up to turn it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fair catch called for, but a flag is on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Got it. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty.
Ready. Slide 22.
Using his legs, it's Leon. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Ready, ready.
They will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. Now they face 3rd down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that. It's a bit of a more unconventional look for the offense on 3rd down. The defense was there to make a big stop.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He looks that one in nicely. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. The Hokies with the 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ball. Go.
They try to pop a run on the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. You have to find a way to create some hesitation on defense when you're selling the draw play. They didn't do it well enough.
On the ready.
give to the tailback. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
On the set.
And the Hokies have pushed it inside the 20. The receivers often will run their route based on the side adjustment.
Get set. Convoy. Ready.
Running behind that left side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure. Right play call and everyone on the same page here.
Ready.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22.
Check. Cobra.
On the ground, it's Leon. And sure, tackle him there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Ready.
They're not into 3s. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. They'll immediately call timeout.
On the double.
This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Lasso.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. So they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is extended to the front. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive.
Ready up.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down.
Lasso.
He wants to throw. Feeling some heat. Turns it loose deep. And is knocked away and incomplete to defensive back, staying in phase and batting it away.
Okay,
And
ready.
I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. We like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver, because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting it.
Walks one high and deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Perfect timing. Got right when the ball got there.
Got it.
Get there a little bit early, saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Jackrabbit.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's complete. They'll use the timeout. Seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
Set hard.
Going up top on 1st down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. He wants to pass it on second down. Trying to get to him. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Pittsburgh. What a fine performance we've seen. And the story of the half has been that elite corner. We were told he was tough to throw against. He's basically taken away an entire side of the field when he's out there, causing turnovers and getting physical. How often do we say that about lockdown guys? And how this offense schemes against him in this second half will be fun to watch. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Steel City.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. And when your defense is performing like this, pitching a shutout, you want to find a way to reward them and help them out a little bit, David.
And I guess that's the upside for this offense. Their defense has been so good, but man, oh man, they've got to find something, Jesse, that they can hang their hat on, something they can do to move the football.
This feels like at this point they can one more field goal. Just don't do anything stupid to give the game away.
Now what they had in mind to start this drive, here comes 2nd and 13.
Easy.
Here's the handoff. On the move at the 30.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down mark, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
On the ready.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive.
Fire.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
You know, you start day
On
one
the
of
set.
training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. Not sexy, they're not pretty. But in the end, they're effective, and they get you that few set downs when you need them.
They can rely on this guy to pick up 7 yards when they needed it down to the 43. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They think there's room to run to the right. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The Hokies are rolling down the field.
Come on, set. Under.
They're going to ride this running back. Still running at the 40. He's off to the races. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hokie.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get to the end zone. Nice run.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. After giving up
On
that
the double.
score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of goals, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Green 25.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gets rid of it. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Okay,
I'll
ready?
say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Stands in and takes the hit. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Pitt will have to put this one away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. On the return, it's Thomas. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano out front. Your guys getting in rush. They know they're running it.
Picks up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Cam. Check, check. Ready?
To give to the left side. Sweet feet on the move. He has 89 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy.
And he breaks into the open. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. And the Hokies want to move quickly.
Reload. Over.
Leaves it with the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been beating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. Finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back. He's had a great day. You need to put more plays together like that right there.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
And that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that shit. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try to pick up the first. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football and hope it's still alive. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They're back up first and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space.
Flip it.
Going to the running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. How about this group taking the officials to have another look at the monitor, using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later.
On the
They
set.
got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
He's looking to throw. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load. And he has delivered for his offense all game.
The passing game sells, the passing game is decided. It's not exciting. Very successful.
Double right.
The give to the back. 50 little dance step. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying.
Oh, look out! Inside the 10. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And the stomping has commenced.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get to the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty.
Okay, ready?
Offense getting set for first down.
Lasso! Lasso!
He's going to pass. Dumps it to the back. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He puts it in business and goes to the 46-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats and get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They want that clock to run. You want to talk about light on your feet. And can he get through there? He's down to the 37. First run after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
The Hokies will line it up on 1st and 10.
Igloo! Lion!
Looking for space. It's Leon. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just figure it out.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go!
Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense. Something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game has just taken over college football. Short and intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help the offense moving forward.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Running it back, it's Thomas. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they tried to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking it and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it.
Okay, ready?
Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You don't play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in, you get in.
He is smashing people. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go!
To the air on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's a good stop. Let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the best thing. Get a stop. We get them off the field. I know a lot went wrong, but like this live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down. And the Hokies are in the hurry up.
Flip!
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Looking down the middle. Passes incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Think about this offense. They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Fires and picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
So, when I say that, DBs, linebackers, all so many guys are trying to take away easy stuff. Beating the quarterback's eyes, instincts give me that INT.
He's taking the deep shot. He fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. The wins keep piling up, and the stakes get higher along with it as this squad remains unbeaten on the season.
Stakes get higher, the pressure starts to mount. Those rivalry games come up late in the season a lot of times for people. So this team has been really dominant throughout the season. Just, they got a little bit more to go. Can't get too high just yet.
Yeah, so how much more do they have left in the tank? We know this season has taken a toll on them, even though they've looked really good at times. A couple of guys have been dinged up mentally, emotionally, physically. They're exhausted. Do they have enough left in the tank to finish this thing out undefeated?
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.